Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the brand new Karin Boor in Grand Theft Auto Online, and I do have some good news about the Karin Boor. This car is permanently added into Grand Theft Auto Online. This is not going away next week, so that is very, very good. Anyways, we're going to go hop into Los Santos Customs here and get into the first time customization of the Karin Boor. We're going to see what we can do to this thing, starting off with the armor. We're going to go all the way up on that. For the brakes, we're also going to go all the way up on those. For the bumpers, we do have quite a few different bumper options for this vehicle. I'm going to quickly scroll through all of them and just let you guys see. So far, I really kind of like the look of the heavy duty bull bar the best. However, the country bull bar isn't bad either. I think I'm actually going to go for that one today, so let's do that. For the rear bumper, we do have quite a few different options as well. I kind of like the heavy duty one. However, we're going to see, I don't know, I almost feel like I like the stock bumper the best on this, but I think that that's kind of lame, so maybe we go for the heavy duty bull bar. I kind of like the look of that, so let's go for that one. For the engine itself, we're going to upgrade that all the way. For the exhaust, we do have the tuner exhausts, the chrome exhausts, the side mounted, and the dual stack out of the bed of the Karin Boor, which is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go tuner because I think that's kind of the best looking in my opinion, so we'll do that. For the fenders, we can go for a trail or a ram snorkel. Kind of like the ram snorkel, we're gonna go for that instead. I like that a little bit better. For the hood option, we do have quite a few different ones here. Let's go ahead and just take a quick scroll through. Wow, we got some cool exposed turbo hoods and stuff for this thing, which is pretty awesome actually. I don't really hate the look of the twin vented hood or the vented hood itself. I think today I would kind of want to go for the vented hood, although it's kind of boring. Maybe the twin vented. Let's do that one. Let's go for the twin vented hood. For the lights, we are gonna do xenon. I like xenon a lot, so we'll do that. Neon kit, we could add one. I'm not a super big fan of it. However, it is going to be for off-roading, I think at least, so it could be kind of nice for like ditch lights, you know what I mean? But I don't think we're going to put it on. We're going to leave it off right now. For the livery options though, we do have the Karin Boor in black. We also have it in red as well. The Boor retro livery as well. That is pretty cool, I have to say. Got the classic Karin as well, the 80s Karin, the aggressively pink, the furiously gold, the huntsman. Oh, that's kind of cool actually. We got the Star Spangled Patriot. We have the Junkyard Boor, the Lost Vintage Boor. I kind of like that actually. I think that looks pretty good. The Rusty Patriot, and back to none. I kind of think that I like the Boor retro or the classic Karin the best. I think I'm gonna go Boor retro though, because I feel like that's easier to kind of put a color with it, so we'll go for that. Yellow and black for the plate we will do. For the respray of the vehicle itself, honestly it looks so good in white, but I think that it would look better in maybe something like a red, maybe a Cabernet red. It looks mean on this thing. Let's go for Cabernet red for the primary. And then for the secondary color, do we want to keep it black to kind of match up with the livery? I'm wondering. Honestly, I don't mind it. I think that we're gonna actually do that. Let's leave the secondary in black. Do we remove the pearlescent though? Because that is gonna make the black pop a little bit more. However, it's kind of gonna ruin the Cabernet red. I think we'll leave it alone. It doesn't look too bad right now. Now we could go for the open roof option on this. I do kind of like it, except it kind of looks like one of those bugs that has really tiny wings and a huge body. That's what that reminds me of a lot, so we're going to avoid that right now, although it is really cool to have the option to do that. But yeah, we're going to avoid it for right now. For the suspension, we can slam this thing right down. You know what? I kind of like it better slammed, to be completely honest. It does have this weird like gap in the front versus the rear. The rear is a lot higher, which I know is, you know, pretty typical on pickup trucks, but I kind of like the race suspension a little better. I feel like this thing's going to be more suited to on-road performance, so you know what? No, let's raise it. We're going to go stock suspension. Race transmission though, we will go for that. For the truck bed, we can go for a leather cover, a 4-point roll cage. That's kind of cool. We got the regular roll cage, one with a fuel cell. We got the metal panel canopy as well. Roll cage with recovery kit as well. Tire mount, painted bed cover, painted canopy. It's so cool that there's all these options. I really kind of like the look of the roll cage, or otherwise, you know, known as a headache rack. I think that I kind of want to go for something like that. I feel like that fits really nicely. Let's go for the regular roll cage. For the turbo, let's add that onto the vehicle. For the tires, I do want to go for something off-road. I'm not going to go for my typical off-road wheels though. I'm going to go for something a little bit different, I think. Let's scroll through here and see if there's anything that really catches my eye. I love the concave Rally Master, but I think honestly they look really good on this, but I just don't think that they fit very well. I kind of want to go for the Mudslinger. I feel like they fit the sort of look of the vehicle, so let's do that. Do we want to paint the wheels black? Probably. Yes, I think we do. Let's go black. Bulletproof the tires, we will do that for sure. And of course for the windows, let's not do a limo tint. Let's just do a light smoke on there. I feel like that looks pretty good. This thing's looking awesome. I really like the customization that we've done here. Let's take it outside, and of course we're going to do a sound test and a full review on the Karin Boor. So let's quickly take a listen to this thing. I have heard this car as I was driving it over here, and I have to say it does sound pretty good. So I'm going to let you guys hear it right now. It sounds pretty good, I have to say. I do like the sound of this car. It's got a nice deep like tone to it. It sounds really good, and you know what, the performance from what I've driven it so far, it feels really good, especially for like, you know, well, it's, I'm gonna call it a pickup truck, but it's kind of, but it kind of isn't. But for a pickup, I think that it's pretty darn good performance wise. I really like how this thing is kind of acting, how it's handling, everything like that. So you know, my first impression when I first got in the car, when it wasn't even upgraded, it was pretty fast. It was pretty fast, I gotta say. Interesting thing, it just popped up in the top left, and I was going to mention it at the start of the video, but if you do buy the Karin Boor within the first week that it's out, you get a free collectible t-shirt that you will otherwise, I guess, not be able to get. So if you want that, make sure you pick up the Karin Boor this week. But yeah, guys, this thing, performance-wise, I think is absolutely fantastic. It has really good handling, but beyond that, the most impressive thing to me was how it takes off, like off the line. It's super responsive, and it's super fast as well, which I do like. Also have to say, it's quite drifty. It's quite drifty, and it's actually quite good at being drifty. So that's, you know, refreshing. It's nice to see. You can hold the slide with this thing really well, actually, which I'm kind of shocked about. I'd imagine that if we lowered the suspension, the handling would be even better. That's all I can assume, but it definitely could be worse, I suppose, too. But I really like this car, or truck, or whatever you want to call it. I like this vehicle a lot. It is a lot of fun. I believe it's about $1.2 million, which is honestly a pretty fair price, all things considered. The Karin Boor is definitely an interesting vehicle. It's one that I feel like some of the community has definitely asked for. I personally wasn't really asking for it to be added into the game. Am I glad to see it though? Yeah, I'd say I am. This thing is pretty awesome. As far as I know, it's based off the Subaru Brat in real life. I could be mistaken. Please correct me in the comments if I am wrong, but I do believe that that's where Rockstar got the inspiration for this vehicle from. But anyway, guys, this thing is awesome. The acceleration's great. Top speed, maybe not so great. It's probably the weakest part of the whole vehicle. With that being said, it's still pretty quick, I think. Definitely it doesn't feel, you know, slow right now as I'm driving it, so that's good. And of course the handling is pretty decent as well. So if you guys are interested in this thing even at all, I would say go ahead and pick it up. You are going to get that exclusive t-shirt, which I know doesn't really matter for probably 95% of you, but if you guys are interested in that sort of thing, make sure you pick this thing up this week while it has just come out. Again, I will say, just in case anybody skipped the intro, the Karin Boor is a permanent stay in GTA. This thing is not getting removed next week or anything like that. So if you guys are watching this in the future, don't worry, this is in the game. For those of you who are watching right now when it drops, it is going to be in the game. It is not getting removed, so that is very good. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for the Karin Boor customization and review in Grand Theft Auto Online. Let me know what you thought of my customization in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.